And a big welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. So glad you're watching. This week we're on special assignment in Portland, Oregon, the Rose City, for our first drive and review of the 2014 Toyota Highlander. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you liking the Portland weather?
Cold. I'm originally from Georgia, so it's a bit of a shock.
Yes. Hey, I'm very shocked at this Highlander. This is a very stylish looking vehicle. I don't recognize it as a Highlander.
Yeah, they definitely updated the exterior and the interior dramatically. I think some of the design concepts they were going for was the exterior sleek on strong. So they wanted to make it a little bit more bold, a lot more chiseled. To you know, appeal to a wider audience.
Well, it appeals to me, and now we got a panoramic sunroof. Whoa, I like these. This is a mid-size SUV, right?
It is the mid-size crossover. So
all the way back. This I think should be a standard.
I know it's an option. It is standard on our Platinum, actually. Okay. So.
How many trim levels are there? I'm putting you on the spot.
It's okay. There's 4 trim levels with the Platinum package on the top trim level. So it's the LE, our LE Plus, then our XLE, and our Limited with the Platinum package offer.
Wow. What do we have here?
This right here is a Platinum package.
So we have the top.
We do, the Limited with the Platinum package. All
right. Well, let's take a little quick drive, and we'll talk about all the other numbers and other elements.
Okay.
Boy, it's hard to knock something when you have all the extras and all the packages on it. I mean, the leather seats, all the adjustability. This is a pretty, I like this. I like, even though it's flat, ergonomically correct, this information display here. It's tilted back a little bit. Touchscreen, it looks like it.
It is. It's an 8-inch touchscreen.
Okay.
And if you'll notice from the old Highlander to the new one, they also moved up the instrument cluster. That way, for any driver distraction as well, that I'm not looking down to change anything. But we also do have a multi-information display, and it's 4.2 inches, so it's very big, very visible. Yeah. And this is actually an 8-inch touchscreen as well.
Wow, great color graphics too. Nice little ledges. Boy, this is really nicely laid out, intuitive. I mean, I don't see anything that stands out like it's disjointed. This looks nice.
And this, of course, is our Intune head unit, and it's the premium with the JBL speakers into it. So you have 12 speakers that surround the car and just really amplify the sound.
Nice ledges here for storage.
And speaking earlier where I told you our exterior design concept was the sleek on strong, the interior, they really went with functional beauty. So it does look really nicely, like you said, and then gave us the functionality with this shelf. Yeah.
Nice large cup holders with some flexibility here. There's some cars that have just a one size.
Yeah.
And for people who like those big 32 ounce or 64 ounce drinks, or people who are doing some blue collar jobs, they want something that's big enough to hold it.
Exactly. And the great thing too, just to tie the cup holders in with the shelf, is normally when I want to charge my phone right now, I have to use one of the cup holders. And so that takes up space. But now the shelf gives me the ability to put my phone up there, offer a pass through for my cords to store my phone. That way I can use my, put both of my big 32 ounce drinks in the cup holder.
That's very user friendly. I do like this too, that you only have 2 real turn knobs. Everything else is push button, but it looks like it could be a knob. Or, a little bit of a push, but it's not. Boy, this is soft to the touch.
And you can, through some of the screens, you can swipe through them as well.
Okay. Let's talk about the engine here real quick. 3.5 liter V6, variable valve timing engine, 6-speed automatic, 5,000 pounds of towing capacity.
It is 5,000 pounds. And the best thing is we're Society of Automotive Engineering J2807 towing certified. We're the only manufacturer right now to have these towing certifications and to make them public. So what this means is it's good peace of mind for the customer knowing that the Society of Automotive Engineering has put out these standards and we subjected our vehicle to the testing. So if I want to tow 5,000 pounds over the life of my vehicle, the vehicle's going to be able to stand up to that towing.
All right, people, when they see something like this, and I think it too, is, you know, off-road capability, Highlander, it's, you know, it's in the running with the 4Runners and other vehicles like that. What are the realistic expectations for something like that? Do you have the clearance numbers offhand?
I do know we have 8 inches of ground clearance.
Okay.
So as far as going off-road, you are certainly capable of being able to go off-road in these vehicles, but we're finding that more in the segment, people are using these for your daily commute and for your errands. So I think this vehicle is mostly geared towards that. But again, if I want to go off-roading in my Highlander, I certainly have the capability.
Well, if this is a daily commuter, or could be 18 city, 24 highway, looking for that number of 20 for for mixed driving. That sounds pretty decent for a mid-size SUV crossover, especially with, we've got 2 rows, and is that a 3rd row possibility back there or
There
not?
is a 3rd row back there. It's currently folded down. So in this one in particular, it has 7 seating capacity. Okay. But in our XLE, our LE Plus, and our LE, it has 8 seating capacity. So that's great for a growing family or for myself. You know, I don't have any family in the Northwest, but I have my second family, my coworkers, and we all pile in and go to lunch. And so it's a good commuting vehicle, but also provides me plenty of cargo space. All right.
I love putting you on the spot. Talk about cargo volume. Do you know that have the numbers behind the 3rd row and 2nd row and so forth?
13.8 cubic feet behind the 3rd row, and then 44.2 cubic feet behind the 2nd row.
All right. I like this because I'm the one always trying to memorize these numbers and then, you know, show the examples of how much luggage I can get back there. Yes. That's good to know. It's I like this, what do you call them, captain chairs here in the 2nd row.
Captain's chairs.
So you can get through and have access to the 3rd row fairly easily. That looks very spacious back there.
It is. I am 5'2" on a really good morning, and I can fit into the 3rd row very comfortably, and they recline back, so I can just take a little nap.
Here's a quick look at your real-world legroom and headroom example here in the back of the Highlander. And as we just talked about, boy, look how much room you have between your knees and the back of the seat back here. This was my driving position here in the Highlander. I'm 5'11", and there is tons of room between my knees and the back of the seat. And this panoramic sunroof makes a huge difference for headroom, although I think even without it, you still have plenty of room if you're 6'1", 6'2". It's got some cup holders in the doors, both doors, all your climate controls here in the center as well. And you have 4 blank handles. It's a really nice place to be.
Speaking of storage, something I'd love to point out to you, if that's okay, is the center console. When you look at it, it's 24.5 liters of storage, and maybe 24.5 liters is a little difficult to visualize sometimes. So Toyota corporate ended up doing this experiment, and 58 juice boxes fit into the center console.
Ah, a little family angle there.
It is. Or we did soda cans at our office, and 38 12 ounces of soda fit into the center console. You
know, I see this and I see how deep this is. You can't quite see this right now, but you know, down to my elbow. People have their iPads, their laptop computers. It might be a 15-incher that would fit in there just fine. You have some something you can also, it's like a charging capability. This is quite vast.
And it's good for someone like myself if I'm riding with a coworker or anything. I don't want to put my purse at their feet. I can fit my purse into the center console.
And I see that you have the traction control, a snow option.
Snow mode is standard on all the trim levels.
Okay. Heated front seats and cooled.
Yes, and
heated
ventilated.
And cooled. And ventilated. So for those people who might have some hotter days out there, let me cool my backside a little bit. Who is the target audience for this vehicle?
I think we're looking at marketing to our younger families as well. So, and with people who have children, and as well as we'd like to say our boomer age group as well. You're looking at people who have grandchildren. This is a great family vehicle, good for adventures, right? Taking road trips, just piling the family all in.
Price point, it looks like it's in the low 40s.
It is. The platinum, I know the limited starts out at $41,100. As far as our platinum, it's $44. that's a great value, especially when you think about a lot of the features that we offer standard on this model. We have things like blind spot monitoring on the side here. For me, I don't know how I could drive without it anymore.
Safety rating. I know a lot of people talk to me and ask me about safety ratings. Being a 2014, can you point some things out here? The rollover rate, the side impact, those kind of things, the number of airbags?
This year, we have upgraded it to 8 airbags.
Okay.
Used to be 7. So I'll tell you about the newest one that we put into the vehicle that I think is very important, and that's the passenger seat cushion airbag. So normally as a passenger, I tend to recline a little bit, right? Put my feet out, and if I were to get into a collision, what happens is I start to submarine if I'm reclined as such underneath the dash, and so my seatbelt's not going to work for me really. Neither are the other airbags. But by putting this airbag underneath the seat, it'll lift my knees up into an optimal seating position and allow the rest of the safety features to work as well.
Wow, forward thinking.
Absolutely. And then our seats even are whiplash injury lessening seats. And so that's why sometimes our headrests are set a little bit forward, right? And as well, it keeps me ergonomically is what we like to say, but just my spine lined up in the right position.
Very nice. And coming soon, we'll have a detailed driving review of the 2014 Toyota Highlander right here on Everyman Driver. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching.